Hi, I'm Kathleen Richards with Portola Property Management in Santa Cruz, California. Today I thought we would talk a little bit about how to find a tenant. I get this request all the time from people, and there's a couple things that you want to keep in mind. There's benefits and negatives to posting your ad on Craigslist, and for those of you that have done this, you will relate. There's all kinds of crazy people out there, and as a result, you're going to get inundated with lots of phone calls, people with their stories, people that sound great and then never show up at the property. So it takes a great deal of time to manage Craigslist. And although people say it's free, it's really not free. The time involved to take photos of your property, to type a description, to put it up on Craigslist, to repost it to Craigslist every couple of days so it stays at the top, that's time. And so time is money in my book. The other thing is property managers, when you're working with a property manager, we know all the red flags. So here's a few tips for you. One is if you get someone that contacts you and they're just talking on and on and on. Okay, they're trying to fill you out. Okay, so basically this is a business deal. They don't need to tell you their whole life story. You're not their counselor, their therapist, their psychiatrist. You're going to be their landlord. You don't need to know all that other information. Then the other thing is if they offer to give you their own free credit report, don't accept their credit report because that's a consumer credit report. That only shows credit card transactions. It does not show if they've had an eviction. It does not show if they have tax liens or other court judgments against them. So you want to make sure that you're going to run a credit report from a reputable agency and not accept their freebie one. The other thing is if they offer to pay rent in advance. That's kind of a red flag too. It probably means their credit's not good. Also, by going with a property management company, half of the crazies out there will weed themselves out because as soon as they see that a property management company is advertising on Craigslist, if they've got issues or problems or evictions, or they know they're not going to get a good landlord reference, they won't even bother applying. So we're able to get to the good tenants a lot quicker than often individual owners are. And then lastly, property management has criteria forms that we use in screening to get a good tenant. So those are some things to keep in mind if you're going to be putting your property out on Craigslist and trying to find yourself a good tenant. If you have any questions about this topic, feel free to give us a call and we'll be happy to answer them. Thanks.